Órale, Cholo Trucker Mas movies and shows, and here we got the movie How It Ends. Now, this movie came out in 2018. It's an hour and 54 minutes long. I have never, ever heard of this movie. I was just flipping through Netflix. I came across it. I checked out the trailer. I said, hey, looks pretty interesting. Let me go ahead and check it out. So let me go ahead and read the description. A man fights through an unfolding apocalypse in a desperate attempt to return to his pregnant wife, who is thousands of kilometers away. Okay, first of all, why do they have to use kilometers? We're in America, homie. Why don't they just say miles? Or why don't they just say from Chicago to Seattle? Because that's where he's going to. Um, this movie is on Netflix. It's only on Netflix. It's a Netflix movie. Like I said, I never heard of this movie. It's one of those movies where the world is coming to an end, and guy is out to reunite with his love. Right? Rotten Tomatoes has this. Rotten Tomatoes has this movie at 16%. 16? 1 6? All right. Rotten Tomatoes is trash, and the description of this movie is garbage as well. Okay, look, let me tell you guys this, man. Like I said, I've never heard of this movie before. It's got a couple of actors that I recognize. The only one I really know by name is Forrest Whitaker, who does a really good job in this movie. By the way, does that guy ever age? He still looks the same. Well, anyway, all right. So you got a young couple out in Seattle, and uh they're they're gonna get engaged, and the young man wants to get the blessing from her father. Now he's a white guy, she's a black girl, and the only reason why I bring that up is I think that kind of bothers the father, played by Forrest Whitaker, who they are out in Chicago. So the young man needs to fly out to Chicago. He's going to meet up with his future in-laws, and something that they don't know, that the parents don't know, is that their daughter is pregnant as well, right? And they have a little bit of a shaky relationship, not the daughter with her parents, but the young man that wants to marry the daughter with her parents. They have a shaky relationship, right? So you got the father, played by Forrest Whitaker again, and he's a former Marine. He's got his stuff together, man. They got a nice place out in Chicago. They're doing good for themselves, and they want good for their daughter. They don't want this guy who's actually doing good for himself as well. For one reason or another, they're just bumping heads. Now, the young man, he's doing as much as he can to try to impress and get the blessing from his future in-laws, but it's really not working. He gets frustrated. So anyway, he goes out to Chicago to meet with them while his future wife, pregnant wife, is back in Seattle. While that happens, some sort of event happens on the West Coast in California. We never find out what happens. Okay, we never find out what happens. All we know is that all communications go down. There's a power outage throughout the entire country, and all hell breaks loose. We don't know what the event is. All we know is that some sort of event took place in California, and it's affecting the entire country, even though it happened on the Pacific coast. And strange things start to happen. Earthquakes happen, different weather patterns happen in odd places where they're not supposed to happen. So something's really going down, man. We don't know if, who knows, maybe it is the apocalypse, right? um it kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead without the zombies. Oh, excuse me, the walkers, right? uh this movie is somewhat The Walking Dead meets The Purge, because now you got father and the shaky relationship that he has with his future son-in-law. They need to jump in a car because all flights are canceled, all flights are grounded. They have to get in a car and go from Chicago to Seattle to the rescue of the daughter slash fiance, pregnant fiance. um, but there's really no laws. It's done. They fill up with gas and they realize, like, hey, um, once we pass this border right here, that's it. And they're told by military personnel, look, if we let you through, that's it. You're on your own. You cannot use any plastic, no credit cards, no anything. You are on your own. There is no calling the ambulance. There's nothing. So there's no cell service. There's nothing. So it's a little bit of a wild ride, man. While you're trying to figure out what is going on, what happened, what is going on, right? Why is all this taking place? While they're trying to figure that out, they're also on this road trip, having this shaky relationship with each other at the same time, trying to come together because they do have to cross through some battlefields. And some tough times because now laws are out the window. So everybody is just a bunch of savages now, right? Now there is no law and order. And throughout all that, they need to rely on one another to get to their daughter slash pregnant fiance. And look, to me, that's what I'm saying. Rotten Tomatoes has this movie at 16%. That is garbage. No, this movie is actually pretty damn good. I really enjoyed this movie. An hour and 54 minutes long. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. Now, I will tell you guys this. The way the movie ended, I didn't really care for it too much. Okay, you get a little bit of closure, but not much. It still kind of leaves you like, wait, so what happens? But at least you do get a little sense of closure. But I really don't like the ending of the movie. However, the rest of the movie, I thought it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it, man. I really, truly did. So I do recommend this movie, How It Ends, with Forrest Whitaker and a couple of actors that I've seen somewhere else, but I don't really know their names. But look, I do recommend it. It's on Netflix. If you guys got 2 hours to spare, you guys go ahead, check it out, man. I will leave the link to the trailer in the comment, pinned in the comment section, so you guys can check it out for yourself. That is How It Ends. Cholo Trucker, M.A.S. Movies and Shows. Catch you guys on next one.